Let's just get this show on the road, shall we? What a day, what a day, what a day this is going to be, eh? Oh, God. Have you ever seen a more pointless game? What could have been a relatively important game in the conclusion of this season for City, for Arsenal, for the Premier League as a whole? Not so much us, but still, we could have played a part in, making sure Arsenal didn't get the league. But Arsenal did it for us anyway. Now this game is just a case of how much are we going to get battered by? Because, we weren't going to win it to start with. The only reason I've got any sort of hope whatsoever is, because they've rested quite a lot of players. Is Haaland even on the bench? I haven't checked their lineup too much, but I know that Haaland isn't playing. He is on the bench. So, I don't know. I'm absolutely adamant that we're going to get... I said in my preview on my channel, again, I think El Padrino's put it in the chat, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI. We're under 200 subscribers away now from 5,000. But, predictions-wise for this game, I went with, as long as we can keep it to a maximum of 3-0, I would take that as a bit of a, we've improved slightly, but they're not even playing their full 11. We've dropped Mudryk and Madueke now. We've stopped Chukwuemeka going to the internationals with the youth side, and we've still not played him. I don't understand what's going on with Chukwuemeka. I don't understand it. Why would we prevent him from going? Oh, and you're going to bring him off the bench. Wow, in a game that means nothing. I know, just end the season. What is the point? What is the point of this for the rest of our season? United now. United means nothing at all now as well, because they've already guaranteed, Champions League football next season. So the top four has little to no meaning whatsoever. What is it? They can get 3 more points. But then Man United have 2 games in hand. Newcastle have 2 games in hand. So top 4 means nothing. Our last game against Newcastle means nothing as well. Whereas, coming into these games, you thought maybe they hold some meaning, but I don't know. It's and them just shouting champion or showing champions this and champions that. It's just a long day for us. It seems like a friendly. It seems like a charity game for like a testimonial, so to speak. So like all the fun's been taken out of it, realistically. Mate, I'm a Chelsea fan. You don't have a clue what you're saying, says Gavin. Thank you for pointing out what I was saying was incorrect there, Gavin. Are you doing? Are Chelsea doing a guard of honour? I think we are. A lot of these players won't be playing for us next season. We've started Loftus-Cheek, who is more or less going to AC Milan. Makes no sense. Fofana, yes. Kepa, I mean, we don't have a choice. Thiago Silva, I think he is staying. Chalobah, who knows? Azpilicueta's going. Loftus-Cheek is going. Enzo's staying, obviously. Gallagher's probably going to stay. Hall, I would assume on loan next season. Sterling staying and Havertz, who knows? It's an ugly lineup. It's such an ugly lineup. And then you factor in the bench. Should we get me up on the screen? What's this? I mean, what is that? What is that? I don't know what we expect from this game. Do you know what I mean? Like, in terms of like starting 11s to maybe get something out of this, I just don't understand. I just don't understand who thought this lineup was a good idea. We've got, you know, Mudryk on the bench, Madueke on the bench, Chukwuemeka could have played instead of Loftus-Cheek, or instead of Gallagher rather, or instead of Sterling. I just don't see. I don't understand. I don't understand. Lewis Hall makes the most sense in terms of like new inclusions because we don't have a left wing or left back rather in place of Chilwell and Cucurella. But Gallagher again as the support for our front man is just so infuriatingly frustrating because we've seen how good he can be in the middle, but we've decided to play him in a more attacking role again, which doesn't seem to work. Are they not doing 5-3-2? Well, they probably could well be doing that, yeah. But who goes up front with who goes up front with Havertz, Sterling or Gallagher? Obviously, it screams Sterling, but two up front of Sterling and Havertz. I just want this season over and done with. Do you know what I mean? A quick reminder, and I've just clocked that there is only 17 minutes to go. But nonetheless, this is, of course, Manchester City versus Chelsea. The stream, as ever, for, I believe, now two more games after this, is sponsored by Circle, the football sweepstakes game where the winner is decided by events that happen on the pitch. And every single moment counts. If you'd like to join me in taking part in today's Circle, scan the QR code on screen. That is the one down here. And that will bring you to the App Store. If you are 18 years of age or older and a UK resident, you can download the app for free. Deposit and bet £5 to receive £5 in free bets using the referral code ChelseaFanTV when you sign up that way. When you deposit and then bet your first £5, you will Circle will match that with £5 in free bets for you to use at your own discretion. And the Circle for today is fairly straightforward. Whoever is at the top of the circle when the full-time whistle goes will win the entire jackpot. The more of you that sign up, the more of you that join before the first whistle for the kickoff will increase the jackpot, of course. And again, remember, you have until the whistle goes for kickoff to enter and be a part of this Circle for this match. For further details, check the description for all relevant links. Terms and conditions do apply. Circle is a gambling product, so we urge you to gamble responsibly. BeGambleAware.org is there for all of your gambling or responsible gambling tools, should I say. Where is Felix? He's on the bench. He is on the bench. But again, you have 16 minutes to join. For a chance of winning up to, at the moment, £50. Is it an arrow? Is it an arrow? Just like the Real Madrid game, I thought it was, yeah. Tell me that does not look like another arrow. Shall we have a look? Kind of. It's more of a diamond. It's more of a diamond. I don't like it. But we are all having a party because Arsenal fucked it up. It's a thing of glory. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. The remainder of this season, Luke, how's it going? The remainder of this season does seem so so pointless, does it not? That piece of hair on the front of your hair is annoying. This one, it's gonna keep doing it. It's gonna keep doing it all stream. I know it. But still, make sure you're subscribing, hitting the like button and hitting the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Absolute shambles of a lineup from both teams, can't be asked. I know, even City haven't even given us the respect, I guess, or the pleasure of watching Erling Haaland maybe bag a few more goals, but I don't know. Would have been nice. Would have at least made it a bit entertaining. Do you know what I mean? But still, this could actually end up somehow being like a 0-0 draw. Because with the, I mean, they've got Alvarez up front, which is also going to end up being a bit of a tricky day out for Chelsea. But the trophy lift is all that matters for Man City in this game. They were... I don't get why you'd rest. Surely you'd just go for it. But then they've already won the league. They've got the FA Cup coming up soon. They've got the Champions League final coming up soon. So realistically, they have absolutely nothing, no reason to be fielding their more important players. Give them a rest like they have. And yeah, chances are, even with their second team, they are going to absolutely pull our pants down. So City are playing their C team. Well, even worse. Have you got the mods this time to get rid of people spoiling the goals? I'm watching the game live today, so I won't be getting any spoils. No spoilers. But there are people modded in the chat. We've got a few people. Havertz, Mason, Hakim, Kukurea, Mendy, Aubameyang, Gallagher should all be sold. I literally just posted about an hour and a half ago my weekly news roundup on my channel. Chelsea Fans XI, of course, where, you know, covered all the topics. Vlahovic to Chelsea as well. We've already put a bid in of 80 million euros. So we're taking the pursuit for a number 9 seriously, it would seem. But what was I even saying? Oh, there was confirmation, obviously, earlier this week regarding players that will be departing, and that's Aubameyang, Kovacic, Pulisic, Ziyech, Mendy, and a few other people. The typical names that you would expect to see linked with a departure from Chelsea. Are all of them going to go? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Loftus-Cheek was also, of course, in the lineup with that, because he's going to be going to AC Milan, which it seems to be the done thing. It seems to be the cool thing at the moment to be going to Italy, you know, whether that be Roma or AC Milan or Juventus, or, sorry, Inter Milan. It's, and it seems to be working out, you know. Giroud, Lukaku, Tomori, all involved in a Champions League semi-final the other day. Lukaku going through to the Champions League final. You can only imagine what sort of horrors that will produce if Lukaku is part of a Champions League winning side. But all the same, it's a weird one. No one wants Lukaku to win, but no one wants City to win. So I think we are all in agreement that we are team Inter Milan, not necessarily team Lukaku, but it is what it is. Shaq says, your jacket is sick, I must admit. It's a good one, isn't it? It's a good one. Nice little white bits down the side and all that. It is available on the Chelsea Megastore website and in the Chelsea Megastore as well for, I think, about 50 quid, if I'm not mistaken. So money well spent. It's a belter. It is an absolute belter. And it's a bit different from the old Tech Fleece, you know. The one that I apparently wear all the time. Are they sure to be sold? Not necessarily. Christ, this guy's getting jarring, isn't he? Fucking hell. There's been a goal. Corona. Oh, yeah. Not a sponsor, but, you know. Drinking my my water today. Do have a Coke Zero as well. The Tech Fleece is cold. It is. It is. I just hope we don't get humiliated. Well, your hopes and dreams may come crumbling down because, I think the only thing maybe preventing us from getting spanked is that they're playing a weaker side. But Man City's weaker side is better than a lot of sides in the Premier League this season. So it's a glass of vodka. I mean, you're not wrong. Add your own sugar Coke. Not like this. It'll be even more embarrassing if we get humiliated against a side that doesn't even include a lot of their best, like top players. Not to say that their players that are playing today aren't good, but jeezy peeps. Gonna be another food stream if it gets boring. Well, yeah. I'll start playing Beehive Bedlam or Bejeweled again at half-time. Would help the vodka after this match, I reckon, yeah. I love to see your sad face. I wouldn't even say I'm sad at this point. I'm just ready for the season to be over so that I can start fresh next season. Does that make sense? I'm just over it. I'm just over next season. This season. Well, I'm over next season already as well. But I don't know. I don't know. There's not a lot to. I was gonna say something really different. I was gonna say there's not a lot to live for right now. When you're in the sense of Chelsea, not in general, but there isn't much to live for in terms of from a Chelsea aspect these days. But at the same time, we've got Pochettino coming in. We've got Malo Gusto. We've got Andre Santos. We've got Nkunku coming in. And maybe so many other players as well. We've got a lot of other players going out, which will be a breath of fresh air as well. It's it will be nice to see a lot less players next season. And I do think Pochettino is going to do well in his first season at least. Colwill coming back as well. Maatson, yeah. Fingers crossed, we're going to see some good performances from everyone involved. Because let's be honest, it can't be worse than what it was this season. It cannot. It cannot be worse. The only way it could possibly be worse is if we were to actually get relegated. But the form of the season and the way that the season goes will be fairly identical to what it was this season. So, do you know what I mean? Loss after loss after loss. But I have faith that next season is going to be something different. Christ, there's a lot of empty seats at the game. Last 6 seasons. Runners up. Jesus Christ. Man City are just... It is boring, isn't it? It is boring. Never say it can't get any worse. It really can't, other than relegation. 6 seasons. 5 out of 6 seasons. I know, I just can't wait for the season to be over. And what makes it worse is that the last game of the season is going to be a fucking stream. It's going to be a 3 o'clock game sort of vibe. It's going to be a 4 o'clock kickoff, obviously, but it's going to be a 3 o'clock vibe where it's not even on telly. And what is the point? What is the actual point? Newcastle will already have Champions League. Our season's already sorted. What is the point? You know, what's your schedule for next week? I'm going to be posting that after the stream on all my socials. But it's a busy one. It is a busy one, of course, with 2 games next week. And a week of, finally, for the first time in ages, 3 FIFA streams in a row. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And that'll pretty much be it, with a load of previews and reviews, of course. Felix is not on the bench. He is on the bench. Who? Is that an update or what? Because I saw him on the bench. João Felix has been replaced by Ethan Wadey. I don't know why he was on the bench graphic to start with, considering there was already reports that he was injured. Oh, God. The whole Felix thing is a jar, isn't it? It's a bit jarring. It's a bit annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like, the whole thing kind of stinks. I personally am not sold. I'm not sold. I think I'd take him on another year loan, but I'm not necessarily in favour of putting money towards him at the end of this season. He's been one of our best players. That means fuck all. That means absolutely nothing. When anyone says that, oh, so-and-so's been... Havertz has been one of our best players this season, and he has been shit. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so close to 190,000 subscribers on Chelsea Fan TV as well. As you can see, the new little graphics here. We got Chelsea Fan TV and my channel here. I'm chasing. I am chasing in terms of subscribers, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Make sure you do subscribe to both if you are feeling kind. Edison has dyed his hair blue, which is so original. So original. When's your next career mode? It'll be tomorrow. It will be tomorrow. But I will be starting a new Pochettino career mode save during the summer. Chelsea are winning this. It's almost a little bit embarrassing if we win this, isn't it? I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to make that make sense, but it is. It is just a little bit like, what does it mean? What does it mean? You know what I mean? It's I wouldn't know what to make of it if we did somehow come away with a victory here. Are they bringing their kids on the fucking pitch already? They're bringing their babies and kids on the pitch. Obviously, there's more people watching on City Extra if they're about to lift the trophy. It goes without saying. A channel which has, you know, a side that's about to lift the Premier League title, or a team where our season's been done for weeks. I think the views make sense. Here comes the Guard of Honour. I know. I really couldn't give a bollocks, to be honest. I don't get why they're bringing their kids out. Are these their kids? Or are these just random kids? Laporte was kissing one of them on the cheek, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. Bit dodgy, bit dicey, but, you know, to each their own. It's not their kids. It's their starting 11 against us. I bet we'd still lose. Or at least we wouldn't be able to score at least. Who's their... Hang on. Why is there's a girl standing next to Azpilicueta, who is obviously one of the kids that we've brought out, and she's wearing our third kit. What's that about? Oh God. Scott Carson. I don't even know who their goalkeeper is. Oh, it's Stefan Ortega is their goalkeeper today. I'm surprised Scott Carson didn't get a thing. Walker, Akanji, Laporte and Gomez, still a very good back four. And a middle two of Rico Lewis and Calvin Phillips. And then Riyad Mahrez, Cole Palmer and Phil Foden with Julian Alvarez up front. Pep's just relaxing. I mean, Edison, Diaz, Stones, Gundogan, Haaland, Grealish, Rodri, De Bruyne, and someone else on the bench. Silva on the bench. Our starting 11. Here we go. Here's the boys. Kepa, Arrizabalaga, Wesley Fofana, Thiago Silva, and Trevor Chalobah are back three. Cesar Azpilicueta, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Enzo Fernandez, and Lewis Hall. Are you not excited? Conor Gallagher, Raheem Sterling, and our front man for the 1,000,000th time this season, it's Kai Havertz. Hey! Go on the boys. Fuck me. So exciting. Can this game just begin? For the love of Christ. The blue hair dye. Christ almighty. Did the Guard of Honour happen? It did. It did. We're seconds away from kickoff. It's Manchester City, the champions, versus an absolutely diabolical Chelsea side. Let's get the timer up. Oh. Get the timer up. Get the timer up. Let's spoil City's party. I mean, you can honestly look at it that way, I guess. It would be funny if we scored. I think that's what it is. I think it would be funny if we won. It isn't happening. I just can't see a place where... I can't see a scenario in which we win here. 100 likes on the stream. You know what time it is for. Maybe one of the last times this season. It's Potter Clock. Potter Clock will be retiring after this season. Rest assured, that will be the last you'll ever see of it. The same goes for... It's Frankie Campbell! And away we go. It's Potter Clock next season, I tell you that. Here's Julian Alvarez, Palmer, Phillips. Are you ready for a Sterling hat-trick? Wow. Here's Conor Gallagher, Lewis Hall, down the wing. Lovely done there by Conor Gallagher. Finds Kai Havertz, who is offside. Here we go. Poch party next season. Best believe we're title challenging next season. Make no mistake about it. Chelsea are in the title race next season. It screams of a 15-16 to 16-17 season. I tell you. We finished 10th that season. Came first the next season with a new manager. Pochettino to do the business, I tell you that. I can feel it, I can smell it. I can smell it. I can feel it in my bones. Prediction today, though, I was going to go for like a 5-0 Man City, but I think I'll settle for like 3-0 at this point. But there's a lot of youngsters here looking to make a point. Crossed in. Chance for Man City already. Great tackle there. Shot. And deflected wide. Lewis Hall putting his body on the line there. As to Wesley Fofana. It's a corner ball to Manchester City. We're one position away from the top pot. And it's frozen. Of course it's frozen. For fuck's sake. Or has it not? Has this frozen? There we go. Good enough. We've got it back up and running. Corner ball comes in. And it's a shot. Nearly in. Gomez with the shot. But high, wide, and a miss. Oh, Christ, that would have been a good one. That would have been an absolute belter if that had got in. It's not far off, honestly. He sliced it a little bit, but it's always going wide, but a good effort nonetheless. Here's Loftus-Cheek. Shrugs off Riyad Mahrez. Conor Gallagher's in support, as to Kai Havertz. Finds Lewis Hall down the left-hand side. Enzo. Played out wide brilliantly. Finds Cesar Azpilicueta down the wing. Finds Kai Havertz. 1-2 buckle me swoop between Cesar and Kai. Fofana. Chelsea just trying to get a hold of the ball here, a hold of possession. A bit of a feel of the play as we find it down the wing. This could be a great chance here. Crossed in. And maybe a penalty! Ref! How has no one called for that? Not a single player has called for that. I don't understand. Palmer. Crossed in. Well, dummy first. Raf! Harry's being more positive today. I'm trying to give it a good old go. Do you know what I mean? If we're here, we might as well start positive, but as soon as it goes to like 2-0, it's going to be ta-da for now. Could be see you later. Crossed in. Plenty of you subscribing. It's massively appreciated. A link in the chat now if you wish to subscribe to my channel. We're getting closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers every single day. Hopefully, the goal is that we get to 5,000 subs before the end of the season. So before next Sunday. I think it's doable. I think it's doable. Just over 100 subscribers to go. And it would tick off and cap off, in a good way, an absolutely shocking season of football. But it is what it is. Are you sticking around for the trophy lift? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Kepa comes out, collects. Offside flag does go up. It's been a tough season for you. It has. It really has. But we're still here. Consistency is key. And boy, oh boy, I've been more consistent than the fucking players, I'll tell you that much. Oh, God. Here they come again. It's Palmer. Gomez. Calvin Phillips, Akanji now, looks to get away from Conor Gallagher and does. Phil Foden plays it out wide, finds Riyad Mahrez, overlapping run from Carl Walker, crosses it off Conor Gallagher and out for another corner ball. They're knocking. They're knocking. I feel like it'd be harder to do worse next season than better. There's only room for improvement at this point. There's only room for improvement. Chelsea fans there in force, though. Riyad Mahrez. To cross. Gets it in. Cleared away as far as Phil Foden, who has a shot from distance, and it's not a bad effort, but it is wide. At the moment, it is all Man City. How's the formation looking from the actual game? About the same. Back three. Cesar and Lewis Hall are wide. Loftus-Cheek and Enzo in the middle. It's the attacking positions that I'm not too sure on because we haven't really been in a position to see. Trevor Chalobah put under pressure and has lost the ball, completely able to get out of that situation normally, but the pressure too much for him there. But it does look like a Sterling's on the right, Gallagher's on the left, and Havertz up front. So it was to be expected. Is that Carl Walker's followed through really, really badly there on Enzo Fernandez, and who is down in agony by the looks of it. That is all we fucking need. And they're kicking the ball at... No, are they? Carl Walker is looking at Enzo. Oh, that's an unnecessary follow-through from Carl Walker, honestly. So he gets the ball and then raises his leg and foot. So dangerous. He's fine, thankfully, but what's the point? Are you aware if City do the treble, they'll have won more trophies than Chelsea since Chelsea, they're currently one behind now. Good for them. Good for them. Ball played forward. It's Palmer again. Looks to cross. He's being dealt with all right by Azpilicueta. He's certainly got him on toast in terms of pace, but Sterling. He's had some diabolical trims this season. I mean, we've scored 6 goals in the last 2 games, so we're doing a bit better. Well, wait, what? We've scored 6 goals in the last 2 games. Have we? 5? 5 goals in the last 2 games. And here's the chance, and it's in. It's 1-0. Julian Alvarez. It's 1-0, and it's going to be a long old day, isn't it? It's going to be a long, long day. Took them 11 minutes. It took them just under 12, really. And the long, long day begins. Really haven't looked like we're even remotely challenging. Played out. Unnecessarily given away by Fofana. Really poor pass. And we've caused it ourselves. We've realistically caused it ourselves. Fallen asleep. Fofana. I mean, the goal just didn't need to happen. It did not need to happen. No one else to blame except Fofana. Shocking bit of play from him. Has gifted that goal to them. And for someone who was giving it the big un in the press earlier this week, saying that we can get a win against the champions, it's like, oh, fuck off. Kepa's done the same thing, giving the ball away. This is going to get embarrassing. This is going to get so embarrassing. Carl Walker. Oh, it's going to be such a long day, innit? Palmer. Inside finds Julian Alvarez, and then a poor pass under pressure, but still manages to keep it in here. Gomez. Phillips. Akanji. Carl Walker. Ugh. It's going to be a long afternoon. It is. We are atop the circle, though. So happy days. Happy days. 50 quid going our way if we can stay there until the end of the game. Here's a chance for Man City again. They're playing in, and they've absolutely torn us apart there. Foden, Mahrez. Gallagher deflects it wide. Shocking display in the defence. We're just absolutely flailing about. They're just taking the piss. Corner taken. Crossed in. Back post. And then not the best from Julian Alvarez, but he has scored already today. What's the game plan in this game? Like, I'd love to know what any of the managers have said this season at half-time. I would love to know. Especially in a game like this when there is nothing to play for. It's like, how is Lampard supposed to rally them up, to G them up and everything like that? I just don't. Have you ever known a more pointless end to the season for Chelsea? In the last 20 years, 25 years. Lampard's been balding for ages. We desperately, desperately need, according to Gary Neville, the end of the season to come. We've been saying that for the last fucking 5 months now. Ten men went to Mo. Just over 800 of you. Make sure you're clicking the like button. I don't know why you would, but feel free to. It's free. Fucking hell. This is torture. Having to do this is absolute torture. It really is. Havertz probably going to go in the book here as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we get players sent off today as well. You think if you really don't want to play the rest of the season, just get a straight red, eh? Havertz in the book. Oh, it's a dirty tackle. That is a filthy tackle from Havertz. I'm surprised that isn't a red, you know. Like, the intent behind that was never to get the ball. Never, ever was it to get the ball. Yeah, Havertz went for the red there. That's how much of a coward he is. Enzo, shocking pass. Looks for Sterling. And Akanji says, see you later. Let's at least get a goal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Gallagher with a chance there. It's Alvarez down now. He's in a lot of pain. Someone's getting sent off today. I can feel it. Havertz is going to be top of the list. Has to be. Alvarez volleying Wesley Fofana's studs there. It's not what you want. That's going to hurt. That is going to get hurt. Fofana under no pressure there with his pass that was wayward, leading to their first goal. I say first goal because there's going to be a lot more. Bunch of robots, aren't they? It's got to be so boring, isn't it? Is that, I mean, the fun in football is, and I'm not saying this from a jealous standpoint, but even when we've been like right at the top, right at the very top, we obviously had games where, I mean, we beat them 8-0 before, didn't we, in 2006 or whenever it was. When you're just pumping teams left, right, and centre every single week, how is that? Like, you want a bit of competition where it's like, oh, are we still going to get 3 points today? Or, you know, I know they've lost a couple of games this season, but fuck me, it must be so dull. It must be so dull. Never worrying. The point I'm making is that they never have to worry about anything because we're Man City, we're going to win. It's the same with Bayern Munich and so on. Like, how boring must it be? Yeah. I've got a City fan who's a mate who's a City fan says it's really boring because only 5 games in the season matter. Because every week it is just like... It becomes like a formality in the sense like ours becomes a formality where it's like, well, we're going to lose every game now this season. For them, it's, well, we're going to win every game. And it's not even like they're close games. So, I mean, where's the fun? It's just not. I don't know. I'm probably talking bollocks, but to me, you want a bit of competition. Not too much where you don't win every game, but like, fuck me. I'm not saying I'd want to lose or draw. Obviously, you'd still want to win every game, but fucking hell. This is what I mean. They're not even trying, and they're winning. I know we're shocking, but it's been like that for them this whole season, is that they don't even try, and they win. How boring is that? Definitely a lot of this stems from a lot of jealousy and the fact that I wish I was winning this much, but come on. The Tuchel season when we won the Champions League was way more entertaining, I think, because we had like that, oh, is it going to happen? The back and forth. Beating Real Madrid, although as so commanding and so, you know, the size of their bollocks to beat Real Madrid, the current champions, 4-0. It's very impressive, but flip it hell. I mean, if they do go on and go on and lose the Champions League now, it's embarrassing, really, isn't it? The movement of the City players compared to us. The whole thing of they just want it more isn't even relative to this point. Like, because the Chelsea players don't want it at all. They don't care. They haven't cared all season. They just aren't closing down. Oh. Oh my God. Nearly at 200 likes. Is Foden Chance for Man City to make it 2, and it's cleared off the line by Chalobah. And Foden pushes Loftus-Cheek to the ground. Wasn't even off the line. It wasn't going in. Good positioning from Chalobah to be there, but it wasn't really going anywhere. How can this club even think of having a player of the season dinner? I know. It is embarrassing that the club has published like a voting thing for player of the season or goal of the season or... I'm trying to think. This is how long this season's been. Was Kovacic's volley against Liverpool this season? This is how it could very well be last. It could be the season before that. I have lost track of everything going on this season. That could have happened this season. It couldn't. It might not have. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the best goal of the season is. That was last season, yeah. What was the best goal this season? It's the 25th minute and they're already just passing it around. Like the game's over. At least fuck us, please. At least embarrass. Score some goals. Don't just sit on 1-0. This is so embarrassingly boring. Fuck. Last minute winner. Oh, Gallagher against Palace. I mean, yeah. That was a good one. An important goal as well back then. Foden. Mahrez. Is Lewis Hall down the left-hand side. Is he going to get anywhere? Probably not. Plays it all the way back to Chalobah. We have been Poznaned. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's the fashion in which we, lose the ball is so poor. Like, we just do not even fucking try. Mahrez. Great tackle and tracking back from Lewis Hall there. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, fucking Christ almighty. Oh. To think, right? To think we beat this side to win the Champions League just 2 years ago. It's fucking wild, isn't it? Oh, Sterling, son, what are you doing? To think we actually won the Champions League against this side 2 years ago. And they're not even that different. This team that we're playing isn't even that different to what it was back then. The only difference really is Haaland. Played over the top brilliantly. And he's gone for the fucking chip from distance for Phil Foden. And it's gone wide. This is why I don't come on lives anymore. Calling Lampard a nonce. Did I call Lampard a nonce? When did I call Lampard a nonce? What? Thiago Silva. Good God, we're playing with the ball around in our box. Oh. Oh my God, Thiago Silva gives it away. He's managed to get away with it there. Harry uses a lot of colourful language, but nonce isn't a word he uses. Only when it fits. Only when it's true. Wouldn't call someone a nonce unless it was factual. There's one thing you can say, though. If you have just become a Chelsea fan in the last year, if you have endured this, if you have endured this season, it's Sterling! Oh, you fucking idiots! Oh! What a chance! What a chance! And he's absolutely fucked it! I just don't get how someone of his quality can be that fucking piss poor. He's utter shit and his ex-teammates are fucking laughing at him. Like he's some sort of cunt, which he is. Good God. Oh my God, they're literally turning backwards, running through us to pass it to their keeper. He scored twice last week. Oh, the first goal was shit. I'm not having it. I'm not having that Sterling performance last week was nothing impressive. I'm sorry. The second goal was good, but the first goal was complete fucking luck. He hit someone in the fucking mush and it went in the net. It wasn't even going on target. Sterling has been utter dross all fucking season. What are you doing, Kepa? Oh! They're just a bunch of fucking goons! All of them! How are these professional footballers? Fuck me! The game is so boring that they're just panning to fans and their players on the bench and Pep Guardiola and zooming in on their fucking face. That's how boring this game is. Just let me go home. I am home, but you know what I mean. Fuck. Let me get on with my weekend. Here's Sterling. Go on, son. Put it in the back of the net. He hasn't. Poor finish. Poor finish. Made it so easy for Ortega to save that. Brilliant chance. Completely challenged, by the way. I do not understand how he doesn't think to chip that or, you know. Fofana. No. Why he would have laid that off to Enzo when Havertz was, I mean, why you'd pass to Havertz, but fucking hell. Free kick to Chelsea in a decent position. But we are without Marcus Alonso, so the chances of this going in is absolutely slim to none. The only person who could score from this sort of distance would have been Alonso in recent times. It's Enzo. It's Thiago Silva at the back post, and it's out for a goal kick. Wow, we were. Didn't even go for the shot. What is the point? I know it's quite far out, but Jesus. Well, just go for it. Just try and get a shot on target. What have you got to lose? You're dinking in a ball into a team against, you know, now the champions, with a side that you're trying to score with that has absolutely no venom, no desire to get ahead on the ball. Lewis Hall crosses it, back post! Gallagher with the header, and it's, I think, an inadvertent save. Referee! God, we actually look like we might score here. Here's Sterling, though, and just like that, like clockwork, the movers completely died. And there we go. They're back in. They're back in business. Sterling on the ball means one thing and one thing only. The move is over. And now we've been pressured all the way back to Kepa. Fucking Jesus Christ. Well, we had a little flurry there. A little tiny flurry of a chance, but such is life. Such is the end of that. That's probably the only attacking option we're going to get all game. Brilliant goalkeeping. Brilliant goalkeeping. Gallagher can't do much more, honestly. Really cannot do much more. Here's Lewis Hall. He's managed to get to it, but it's a goal kick. Fucking Jesus Christ. Ten minutes to go. Someone's got a massive banana inflatable they're chucking about. We were promised 3-0. Julian Alvarez can't quite keep it in. I swear it's the same geezers on the circle every single week. I'm up against this fucking cat, the guy with the blue lead shirt, and a Scouser every single pissing week. Sterling, poor control. We managed to keep possession, though, for now. Loftus-Cheek plays in Chalobah. Kepa, under pressure, plays it wide. Looks for Aspi. Doesn't win it. I know. I'd rather they just pump us 7-0. At least then we get to see some goals that we haven't seen all season for the most part. But 1-0 is so fucking boring, isn't it? Like, they're not even trying as well, and they're just so many levels above us. I just don't understand, like, the fans travelling all the way to Manchester, and then 4 days from now, they have to do the exact same thing again. To watch what? These players do absolutely fuck all to try and get a result. And then against Newcastle, after the game, they've got the audacity to do a lap of honour or something. Do you know, like to clap to the fans, like they're not going to get booed off the fucking pitch. Dave's one of the only players trying. But like you say, he's so out of his depth. You look at this 11 and can only imagine 4 players I would keep for the rest. Keep the rest. I couldn't care less. I'm trying to work out those 4. It's Fofana, Thiago Silva, Enzo Fernandez, and Lewis Hall, maybe. I'd say Chalobah, but again, the standards. The standard has dropped, isn't it? So much. And as much as I love Thiago Silva, the geezer's like 40 now. Like, and I know age doesn't matter to him, but the intensity of our games getting battered week in, week out, it is going to catch up on him. And he does pick up the odd injury here and there. So I'd like one more season of him, but yeah, Lewis has got into the game. Lewis has gotten to the game, I would imagine. Julian Alvarez played in. Chance. Phillips. Wide. Someone did say earlier that they guarantee that Phillips is going to get on the score sheet, and that was the moment, potentially. So far in this game, anyway, for Calvin Phillips. It's a shot that is, again, always going wide, but you want to become a member of the channel, do click the link in the description, or in the pinned comment in the chat, rather. Help support the channel in other ways other than subscribing and liking and super chats, all that sort of jazz. Hopefully a much more enthusiastic streams next season. I held on for quite a while, but there's only so enthusiastic I can get having to watch this shit every single week. Do you know what I mean? Can't remember when you last watched a Chelsea match. For a fan who's been watching for over 30 years, you can't remember the last time you watched the Chelsea game. I don't know what to make of that. Surely you would keep watching. I know it's hard, but well, I say surely you would. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel, by the way. 4,827 of you so far. We are closing in. We're closing in. He's a plastic. Now, it's got to make all 5 subs at half time. A minute of additional time. Good God. I need a break from this. Enzo. Free kick in a good position with 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. And, yeah. Would be surprised if this goes in, but you never know. You never know. Who's over this? Havertz, Enzo, and Thiago Silva, maybe? They've got to shoot here. They absolutely have to shoot here. I think Thiago Silva's going for this. None of them have a big enough run-up. Now they do. Enzo's probably going to go for it. It's not. It's Havertz. Deflected! Oh. Absolute mayhem in the box. Sterling as well, the player that it's just bounced off of. And out for a corner ball. Last chance of the half. We're 2 minutes over time now. Lewis Hall with the corner. And there goes the half-time whistle. Oh, my God. What's that? We don't shoot. We just pass, lose possession and concede. Yeah. Oh, half-time, 1-0. And at the half-time whistle, we are atop the circle, I believe. By the looks of it. So happy days. Happy days, eh? Happy days. I will be back in 5 minutes' time, so make yourself a refreshment. Let's try and get to 300 likes before the second half, but like I say, I'll be back very, very shortly. I'm just going to get another top-up on me water and get some fresh air, because Christ, this is taking it out of me. It really does. Every single week. And we've still got 2 more pissing games. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Chelsea Fans XI, Chelsea Fan TV. You're already on here, so click the subscribe button. And again, the link to my channel is in the pinned comment in the chat. It's in the title. It's in the description. Please do. We're on the route to 5,000 subscribers. And with that said, I'll be back very shortly. Hello. Hello. Well, we're nearly at 300 likes, so once we get to 300, we'll have a pot o'clock, but oh my God. What are the stats for this game, by the way? Because we must have gotten absolutely battered there for what is a 1-0 lead. Excuse me. 64% possession. 64% possession. 36% for us. We had 4 shots, believe it or not. I think it was Gallagher's header, Sterling's one-on-one, Havertz's free kick, and probably another Sterling opportunity, but we've only had 1 on target, and that's bollocks, surely. How have we had 1 shot on target? Does the headers not count as a shot? Because Sterling's definitely would have been counted as a shot on target, but they've had 2 shots on target. 1 goal. Goodness me. We hit the post. Gallagher's hit was saved, no? I didn't think that hit the post. Did he hit the post? I could have sworn he saved it. Oh, it bounced off Ortega. Oh, so then that's shit from Gallagher. If he didn't even get it on target then. I was backing him saying that he was unlucky because it was a good save from Ortega. But if he hit the post first, then that's on him. He should be scoring that, or at least getting it on target. This is by far the worst Chelsea team I've ever seen, been supporting them for the last 30 years. Well, yep. Last 27 for me. And I can agree. I just don't get how anyone realistically wants Havertz at the club next season, or at least I know it's so hard. It's not hard. It shouldn't be hard for him anymore. This whole thing of Havertz isn't a striker, but we play him as a striker every pissing game. But he's out of position. He's out of position. Oh, but fuck! Why are we playing him out of position when we have strikers? It is the main argument all season. That has been the biggest argument all season, is why in the fuck do we play Havertz up front when we have David Datra Fofana on the bench, when we have Aubameyang on the bench? And I know they do a lot. Well, we don't know about Fofana. But I know Aubameyang doesn't do much because that's what he doesn't play. That's why he doesn't do much. What do you expect him to do with, 2 minutes game time every 10 games, like, and then the Havertz stands are like, well, he doesn't play as a striker normally. He's played striker all season. All season. How long does Havertz have to play as striker for him to be considered possibly able to play as a striker? Chelsea don't need a striker. I mean, I beg to differ. Our scoring this season begs to differ. Surely the second half's about to kick off. Brighton won 3-1. So they've been guaranteed European football. Brighton are getting European football and we are not. And we've still got Man United and Newcastle in games that, again, do not matter for either side. The last 3 games for us have no meaning whatsoever. And we're not going to win. We're not even going to draw. What is going on? Mika Richards has just shown up with a cake or a tissue. Oh. 300 likes though. It's pot o'clock. And why not? It's Frankie time, baby! Wow! Oh. Oh, what are these fucking mugs talking about on the pitch? Like they're pointing around, being like, "You go there and then you know this and all that." Fucking what are you talking about? What are they even talking about? Because then you look at them play and they've just got their dick in their hand doing fuck all. I don't understand. What are they even debating or talking about tactically? It makes no sense. I know. So many people have stopped watching because not just this stream, but in general, because it's just the games are pointless. The games are pointless. 300 likes at this point in a stream is an all-time low this season, I think. Not that I care about it, because it doesn't do anything for me, but still, it's nice to have a good gauge on it. For me, it's a gauge on how many people actually give a fuck, and a lot of people do not. Not a lot of people give a fuck. I need this season to end badly, just so I can rest from whatever the fuck this season has been. As do all the rest of us, but Jesus. We're back on the way, though. We are back on the way. And we didn't make a single substitution either, did we? Here's Loftus-Cheek. Finds Azpilicueta. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. You're back. Hello, Jermaine. I know, we're going to have dog shit sponsors like Liverpool did during their sort of like decline. Fucking Standard Chartered or some bollocks like that. Potter clock next season. No, there's no Potter clock next season at all. I'm sacking that off. I'm sick of it. Potter clock is coming in, but Potter clock's done. I don't want to see Graham Potter's face next season. We're starting completely fresh. We're having a complete revamp. I'll be selling Potter clock merch eventually, but it is what it is. I just haven't had the energy to fucking do it because this season has been a write-off. Rashid, thank you, mate. Not Our Day, episode 617, yeah. The last game we scored against Manchester City, by the way, was the Champions League final. We haven't scored a single goal in our last 5 games against Man City. We haven't drawn a game either. We've lost every single game since that win. And we haven't scored a single goal. I'm just waiting for like a late 2-0. Like a late second goal from them. Brilliant run by Loftus-Cheek here. Finds Conor Gallagher. Havertz is in tons of space. You fucking idiots. Here is Gallagher. Ref. Oh my God. What the fuck is Gallagher doing there? Havertz was in so much space. How does Gallagher not play in Havertz there? There was so much space. All right. Well, I mean, next season is the telltale sign as to where we are as a club. I've seen your fucking comment. Jesus Christ, it's like a paragraph. The next season will be the telltale sign as to where we are as a club. If we're even remotely similar to next season, then we're fucked. We're fucked for years and years to come. If we do not improve, we need top 4 next season. That's a bare minimum. We can have this. Lewis Hall, he has a shot, saved by keeper. Oh, mate, you can fuck off. Fucking twat. Jesus Christ. This season's a write-off. I know. But I've sacked him off. He's gone. No, I'm not in the mood. I don't even know what I was saying now. Top 4, yeah. I don't care how bad we've been this season. I'm still saying top 4 is absolutely a must. We must get top 4 next season. Havertz, good run from him. Lays it off. Sterling. Loses the ball, but a free kick. Top 4. Anything less is unacceptable. With the players we've got, a full pre-season with Poch, plenty of time to prepare, plenty of time for for us to make a change where needed. Get rid of the players we don't want anymore. The absolute poison that is the some of these players. And we should be off and running. So, although we're absolutely fucking bitter about this season, Enzo with the cross, back post, Chalobah, and a save. Easy as you like for Ortega. But we need a goalkeeper, a midfielder, and a striker. But with the amount of money we spent and the quality of the players we do have, unlike a fully fit Chelsea side on their day, when you look at them on paper, and I know people love the whole way, football isn't won on paper, I know. But with the players we do have, we should be competing. I'm sorry. Here's Foden. Casado. I always thought it's Caicedo. Casado? Foden looks to stop Enzo, but Enzo says not today, or at least not for now. Havertz. How much your team is worth? Pot's defo gonna get the better out of them, plus develops youth well. Yeah. Oh, I've accepted this season's been done for fucking ages. JR, thank you for the $5 donation. Would we forgive Lukaku if he starts to score for us next season consistently? God, the team's toxic enough as it is. I was more for it a couple of weeks ago, but now more so. I'm getting reports that Lukaku wouldn't fit well under Pochettino. Pochettino doesn't like this kind of player, that Lukaku's just going to sort of dilly-dally up front and not track back, not press or anything like that, and just wait for the ball to come to him. You know, I don't know. I do think Pochettino is going to get the best out of the young players, though, 100%. But we have 1 week remaining. This time next week, we'll be watching the Newcastle game. And it will nearly be over. Here's Havertz. Sterling. Oh, for fuck's sake. I swear to God, Sterling is just playing. He just plays against us some games, really, doesn't he? A lot of these players do, but fuck me, is he absolutely having a laugh or what? Stones is coming on now. I can't wait for the briefing after this. Harry, we didn't get much likes on the stream today. Is there any reason for that? I don't know. I'm not sure why people might not have liked the stream. I wonder. Yeah, bring on a thief, for the love of God. A Kanji off for Stones. Sterling's all, he's excited though for Pochettino to arrive though, apparently. Free kick to Man City. Played in. And it's 2. No, it's not. It's off the bottom of the post and across the line. But it is cleared out for now. And Chelsea get it away eventually. Here's Sterling. So that's the end of this run. He's done well, though, to keep the ball for at least 2 seconds, at least. Here's Lewis Hall. Maybe an overlapping run and a shot. And it's fallen to the feet of Havertz, but just behind him. It just never lands to us, does it? It never lands to a Chelsea player in that situation. Just a tiny bit of luck. If that was Haaland, it's going in. It's going in. But yeah, Hall trying at least, I know. Here's Loftus-Cheek. He's been playing well all game for the most part. Sterling tackled so easily by Laporte. From behind as well. I don't get how he's managed to win the ball there. Gallagher trying, but no luck. It's one of those teams, isn't it? It's one of those teams like Man City. It's like when they're in good form, all the luck just goes their way in like all 50-50 scenarios where it's like, is it going to land to the out of favour team and, you know, maybe give them a slither of luck? Or is it going to just land to the team that's massively in form? And it always lands to Man City. Every time. Doesn't matter who they're playing. It's that kind of like, oh, of course. Crossed in and a save by Ortega. So easy. So easy. Make your own luck. Haaland's going to come on. There's making your own luck. I'm saying, like, even I know we never make our own luck this season. But even in chances where you think like, oh, come on, how has that not fallen to one of our players? That never happens. We never get a slither of like luck, an undeserved luck is what I'm trying to say. Nothing ever goes our way. And I'm not saying that that's the reason for this season being so bad because, again, we haven't made our own luck. We've been so shit. But even in times where we've tried, it's still been like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's an overwhelming sense of bad luck. In a lot of cases, but... Here's Foden. I don't get how it's only 1-0. I'm so confused that it's only 1-0. Not a single change, no. Well, Stones came on for Akanji, but Chelsea have still not made a substitution. Play Chukwuemeka, play Madueke, play Mudryk, who are all going to try their hardest. Sterling is playing like shit, doesn't really care. Gallagher's trying, but, I mean, he's in one of those headless chicken modes. Sterling with a brilliant first touch, though, it's got to be said. Gets him away, makes the run. Sterling with a shot, save, comfortable, easy. If we can win the circle today, that would be great, because I wouldn't mind a 50 quid. Would be nice. It's kicking off in here. Is it kicking off? No, United will beat us worse than City have today. And I know it's still only 63 minutes played, but I feel like United's going to be 4-1, maybe 5-1. How United have got top 4 this season, I don't know. It is. Man City have just been the best of a bad bunch. I mean, everyone's been shocking, haven't they? Sterling away again, cuts in, shoots! And he's offside. I thought it went over the line. And the ref was about to give it, but... Is that offside? That ain't offside. There's no fucking way that's offside. And it didn't go over the line anyway. There's no way that's offside. And Sterling having a right laugh and a joke with Stones there. He couldn't give a fuck. He could not give a fuck. It doesn't matter if it was offside or not. It wasn't even over the fucking line. Oh, for fuck's sake. I won't be surprised if Sterling joins in. What is that? Sofyan. Thank you for the super chat. We have 2 old players that is playing best than most of the other players. We changed 4 managers and the players played the same. I should tell you everything about these fools. Get rid of them. Well, rightly said. Rightly said. Yeah, I know. If only Mason Mount, I know if Minerals Mason Mount was on, it would be a totally different game. It would be. Madueke and Mudryk are about to come on. Why were they not starting? I do not know. I do not understand. What experience does Sterling have to gain from these last 3 games by playing over the likes of Mudryk and Madueke? What experience does Gallagher gain out of playing out of position when we have 3 wingers on the bench? 4, maybe even. What experience does Havertz get playing up front? Out of position in the last 3 games of the season that have no meaning whatsoever when Fofana could be playing those 3 games. Why is Fofana not playing these games? It makes no sense. What experience and for what reason is Loftus-Cheek playing this game over Chukwuemeka when he's going to AC Milan? The lineup makes no fucking sense. We don't have a striker. Fofana is literally on the bench. There's no way that's a foul, by the way. It is. It stinks of Bowley saying what he wants to be the lineups. I refuse to believe that Lampard is this fucking brain dead that he's put out this team. I fucking refuse to believe it. I know people will say what they want about Lampard being useless as a manager, and I do agree to an extent. But there's no fucking way Lampard plays Gallagher and Sterling legitimately. Here's Havertz. He shoots and it's a save. It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense not to play Madueke and Mudryk in these games. You play Mudryk, Madueke, David Thatcher Fofana as our front 3 and Chukwuemeka somewhere else. If you have taken Chukwuemeka out of the under 21s or whatever it is, international, you've taken him away from that to not play him at all. Why the fuck did he get dropped or refused, to go to that if we're not going to play him? Makes no sense at all. And I absolutely refuse to believe that Lampard is the only person who has made this lineup. It stinks of Bowley getting involved again. It stinks of someone who hasn't got a fucking Scooby what they're doing. And I know, again, people will say Lampard doesn't have a fucking Scooby, but there comes a limit. There's a line that Lampard... Do you know what I mean? The guy's played football at the highest level. We as fans know the best lineup. Do you know who doesn't know the best lineup? Is fucking Todd Bowley. I'm not going to start calling him names again like I did in the Real Madrid first leg because we had to take that stream down, but I'm just saying. Oh, it's gone all the way through. Chance, and it's in. Alvarez with the goal. It's 2-0. It might get disallowed, but still, who knows? They've just walked through us. And Haaland's coming on now. Ah, no! Ah! Someone did ask, am I doing the watch-alongs for Chelsea Fan TV next season? The answer is, as far as I know, yes. That's a handball. That's a fucking handball. It's 1-0. Fuck that. That's a handball. That's a handball every single day of the week. He's literally done that. He's put his arm out. I was going to say, if they've given that. It's a fucking handball. I know it means nothing. Look, you don't have to go to the monitor for that. It's so obvious. There we go. It's 1-0, boys. Come on. It's only 1. But yeah, Jamie Todd. I will be doing the watch-alongs next season on Chelsea Fan TV. Hopefully, it will be a little bit more enthusiastic. It will be from the get-go, from the start of the season, but hopefully we have a good season next season, because I need it. Fuck me. I'll take the Carabao Cup. I'll take the Carabao Cup. Haaland is scoring, by the way. More swearing, I hope. Well, yeah. You can always, I can always assure you that swearing will be a factor. Sit down, you little shit! Fucking 5-year-olds giving it the big un. I'll wig him. Fucking have him. I tell you what, Haaland can match Dixie Dean's record easily today. He needs 9 goals. I'm telling you, it's possible. Here he is. He's through already. Already sliced it across the front of the goal. Someone just not close enough to putting it in the back of the net. Where are we? I'm currently sat at 4,833 subscribers on my channel. The link to my channel is in the pinned comment in the chat. If you'd be so kind as to subscribe. I will assure you this. You will enjoy the content. Nonetheless, there's a plethora of content, from FIFA streams to news to transfers to previews, reviews, podcasts, and so much more that will come for next season as well. Here is Mudryk and Saved by the Keeper. But yes, we are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Well, I say we, I mean I am. Please do head over and click that subscribe button. Oh, 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go. And then there's another game and another game. Is this frozen? It's not frozen. Dare I say we deserve a goal? No. You may not. Frankie time? Well, when we hit 400 likes, if we could get at least 500 likes on the stream, it won't look so bad, but maybe it's a statement to... oh, Havertz could be through. Just how bad we've been. We were hitting 1,000 likes every stream for a good number of games, and now it's just dropped because no one gives a fuck anymore. There's so many bald men from Man City in the dugout. 400 likes. What do we want? I'll give you both. Fuck it. It's Potter Clock. And don't forget, it's also Frankie time, baby. Just make it end. Make it stop. Take the pain away, please. I don't know why they're risking people getting injuries. I don't know. Alvarez, Foden. Alvarez again. Foden again. I don't know if I've got Potter Clock. Good shot, saved by Kepa. Oh. Rest assured, to cap off the Newcastle game, I will do Poch-a-clock at the full-time whistle with all the venom that I have. All the venom in my bones to signify the beginning of a new start. That'll be it. The beginning of a new season. The end of this fucking shit cunt fucking season. Excuse my language, but Christ. Heavens. Good goodness me. Good gracious, it's been a stinker of a season, isn't it? It doesn't make a difference. What doesn't make sense? Poch-a-clock to cap off the season to signify the beginning. Because when the season's over, no more pot-a-clock, no more fucking Frankie time. It doesn't matter what manager would have taken charge. I'm so glad Pochettino hasn't taken charge towards the end of the season. Don't want him anywhere near this stinky fucking team. A new dawn, a new day, a new era. The Poch era. We've absolutely fucking... Go on. Oh, that's so shit. I feel like we could snatch a goal somehow here. I've got a real feeling that we can steal a goal. Just need 14 subscribers to get to 4,850. Then it's 150 away from 5,000. It's been a stretch this last few games with it being so pointless. Every game has been so pointless for the last fucking 5-6 weeks now. They will lift the trophy after this game, but I will not be sticking around for that. What are you doing, Fofana? Fofana's been shit today. Will you be doing your own watch-alongs next season? I'll be doing a lot more watch-alongs on my own channel, yes, but not Chelsea games. Madueke with the cross, right across the face of goal. But yes. I don't know why Pep's on his knee. Is that Koulibaly's coming on? Oh. Koulibaly's back. Lewis Hall off. Chukwuemeka's going to get 10 minutes. What a fucking... Whoa! How worth it was that? To prevent him from playing internationally. We've given him 10 minutes against Man City. Wow. What channel? Chelsea Fans XI. The link is in the pinned comment in the chat. At the top of the chat, it says Harry's channel. Subscribe there. I'll be doing watch-alongs for the Champions League final. I'll be doing some pre-season games on there as well for Chelsea. And I'll also be doing big games next season throughout all the competitions, Champions League. Games that Chelsea aren't involved in, basically. Who would you guys sign to fix this mess? No one. Why would anyone want to join this club right now? I'm not watching. I'll be watching the celebration after without being live, but I'm not going to stream myself watching the fucking thing. Sado. Saicedo. Oh, such a shit pass. Who was that? I could honestly. There's so many better people on this team that could be a striker, but then I don't know. I feel like everyone's had a chance of playing striker this season. It's so weird looking at Havertz as our out-and-out striker. How has Fofana not been given time? I just don't understand. I just can't fathom why... Why on earth Fofana has not been given any time whatsoever? What have we got to fucking lose? We don't score! We never score! So why not? So it's just... It just doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make sense. We're bunging him out on loan next season anyway, so why not give him a bit of fucking enthusiasm, a bit of encouragement to be like, yeah, we trust you to maybe... And he's going to give it more than a lot of these other players because he's actually got something to fight for. Paul, thank you for the kind words, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, and the season awards thing is so embarrassing, isn't it? That these players are going to still meet up and they're going to be laughing with each other, being like, what a fucking shit show that was, eh? What a pile of wank that season was, eh, boys? But we're still here and we're still earning £325,000 a week. We could be the worst Chelsea side in the last 30 fucking years, but we're still getting paid more than any of the other fuckers in the past. Oh, for fuck's sake. Pulisic's coming on now. For Havertz. We're bringing off Havertz, who isn't a striker, but is playing as our striker, for Pulisic, who isn't a striker, for Havertz, who isn't a striker, whilst David Datra Fofana just rots away on the bench. Make it make sense! Fuck me! Pulisic, who isn't going to be at Chelsea next season. It makes no sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it partially made sense, like what was happening, and we were shit, I'd be more, willing to accept it. But the fact of the matter is, players on paper, we're decent. We are just shit, though. The management has been so poor all around. And again, I guarantee you, Bowley has given certain players have to start. Particular players have to start. Like in this game, it makes no fucking sense. That's what confuses me this season, and that so much of this season just doesn't make any fucking sense. The decision making. The lineups and all this, whether it be Potter or, the only person who put out a good lineup was fucking Bruno. And he got one game. But Bowley's seemingly so up his own arse with the fact that he thinks he's right. I don't know what it is about the geezer that makes him think that he knows more than the managers. But it just screams that the guy has thought, well, I've put myself in these all these you know, positions in the club, in the hierarchy. I can make a lineup. I've said it before. Like Lampard is not a good manager, but give the guy a little bit. There's no way he's chosen this team. I fucking refuse to believe it. There is no professional manager puts this out. Have I got money behind me, Paul? I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. Two minutes to go. This is what I mean. Like, so many of the most Chelsea fans know what the lineup needs to be, or like what certain lineups need to be. I do not believe Lampard is that fucking, you know, deluded that he puts on Gallagher and Sterling over Madueke and Mudryk. It just doesn't make sense. And every other Chelsea fan in the fucking world knows that this lineup makes no sense at all. It's weird. It's really weird. And again, Pulisic coming on for Havertz. What's that about? Yeah, if it does come out that Lampard did do... Because you know what Lampard's like. There's no way he's not going to come out. Here's a chance. We might have caught them on the break here. Mudryk. How dare I ever think we were actually going to score there. Fucking Christ. Lampard will come out after he's gone and say, listen, I just want to set the story straight. I didn't make any of those lineups. You think I'm that stupid? You think that low of me that you think I'd put those lineups out? No, no, no. It was Bowley. Or someone else. How many minutes are added on so I can go? Jesus. If we could get to 500 likes very quickly, that would be good. It would be fantastic. I know the game doesn't reflect that, but, you know, we're 5 away from being at the top of the pot as well. 3 minutes of additional time. How is this only 1-0? What an absolute fucking waste of all of our afternoons this has been. I'd have been more entertained if we'd got battered fucking 7-0. I stand by that. I would have preferred it. Because the fact of the matter is, they've gone easy on us. We've lost 1-0, but also at the same time, the scoreline doesn't reflect it, but we have been shagged. Absolutely battered. We haven't even come close to scoring, realistically. We've had a couple of chances, but we're never going to score. Here's Pulisic. Played over the top. It's Mudryk. Pulisic can't quite get there. Oh, God. 6 subscribers away from 4,850. If there's 6 of you that are feeling frisky and want to join and subscribe to my channel, the link is in the pinned comment in the chat. It's in the title. It's in the description. If you are also feeling generous enough to subscribe to this channel, Chelsea Fan TV, we're on the route to 190,000 subscribers. We're very, very close. Dave Edwards, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. Do hit the like button, subscribe as I said, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content. 2 games to go of this absolute pile of wank of a season. We're edging ever closer to the promised land. To salvation, to happiness. A good 2 or 3 months without. Oh, we've nearly put it in. Azpilicueta just wide, and a corner ball. That would have been funny. That would have been funny if we'd scored there. Haaland and Azpilicueta do not like each other. They do not like each other at all. Thank you for subscribing, everyone that has done. Massively appreciated. The ball comes in, and it's headed, and it's over, and it's wide. And the game continues. Azpilicueta. We'll just call him Dave. We'll just call it Dave. We'll just call it Dave. There are some empty seats at the Etihad, I must say. But there we go. Fans are running on the pitch. Fans are running on the pitch. How pathetic, honestly. Who do you think you are? Oh, they've bombarded them. They've absolutely swarmed the stadium. The ground is absolutely full. Chelsea players. It's pathetic, really, isn't it? Who do they think they are? Like they've been promoted or something. You've won this. This is your 5th fucking league in 6 years. Get a fucking grip. You what a bunch of fucking wet wipes, honestly. But there we go. There we go. It's pretty sad, isn't it? City of children, they really are. It is what it is, though. Mel's won the Circle. Thank you to Circle for sponsoring today's stream. Again, a reminder, if you want to subscribe to, my channel, Chelsea Fans XI, the link to that is in the pinned comment in the chat. Subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV, clicking the subscribe button down below. If you haven't liked already, please do. And, yeah, so sad it's funny. What an embarrassment, I know. Fucking pathetic, innit? Who do you think you are? Realistically, come on, get a grip. This is your 5th title in 6 years and you're storming the field like it's your first one you've ever won. Fucking get in the bin. Bunch of cunts, honestly. But anyway, thank you for watching this with me. It's been painful, to say the least, but thank you to everyone that's stayed tuned nonetheless. Have a great rest of your weekends. Have a great few days. Again, I'll be streaming for FIFA Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on my channel. And yeah. Anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.